What is going on, everyone? It is ASMR Finito, or just Finito, back for another video. Today we're going to be doing a little commentary video over the video that I'm currently watching as we go over it right now. The Tempest gameplay. We have some kinetic converted gameplay with the Bobcat. Doesn't go so well. Spoiler. Anyway, so we're gonna jump right into it. Hurricane came out. Honestly, today I just wanted to bring a little bit of a old school feeling to the video, like almost like a old school like Call of Duty commentary. So today what we're gonna be doing. So if you're at home this morning or this afternoon, grab a hot chocolate or a coffee or something, and I hope you enjoy the video. As you know, most of my lobbies are mainly PvP, so this video obviously is going to contain some PvP. I promise you, if I do not shoot at these people, they will shoot at me and I will lose my items, okay? And as you're going to see what happens when you lose fights and you lose items. This video is going to be extremely exciting, folks. It's a good Hurricane gameplay. So anyways, as you can see, it slows down your movement speed pretty significantly, and this becomes a problem because the wind essentially catches you and you're unable to move fast and you're stuck in one spot when, like, for instance, a bombardier hits you, or a rocketeer hits you, or a wasp, or a firefly. Any of these sort of arc threats, if any of this stuff hits you, then you're essentially gonna die 100% of the time. So make sure if you play this game mode, you bring a lot of stims. I usually bring 5, but honestly I think bringing like between 8 and 10 is more efficient. I try to stick near buildings because if you get caught out in the Hurricane with other players, it's almost guaranteed death. So you need to play a little bit more smart. When I play the Hurricane game mode, I like to think of it almost like a hardcore game mode. People tend to play a little bit tighter, and in arc raiders, I feel like players already tend to be quite passive and like kind of, sit around corners, especially in PvP lobbies. So I'm just letting the audio kind of play a little bit here. I really want to get that audio sound from the game and not just from the commentary. I actually, as you can see, I have a Tempest and a Renegade now, so I have picked up some loot. When you pick up loot in this game, it is such a satisfying feeling. Similar to that of the ASMR feeling. It kind of gives you a tingle down your spine because, let's be honest, who doesn't like looting in arc raiders? It's a great feeling. My fiance really enjoys the game as well, which really makes me happy. So, as you can see, we're using stims to try to get ourselves closer to the zone. Try to get ourselves closer to a building so that way we can actually shield up and not, receive wind damage. Because as you know, the only shield that you can use in Hurricane mode is the large shield, the blue one. So you have to be using green shields inside of cover where there is no wind, or I guess hurricane. As you can see, I just snap hooked up. I try to stay above the low ground almost all the time, because most of the time a fight on the high ground is almost gonna give you an advantage every single time. So if you're playing PvP or you're new to PvP, make sure you take the high ground whenever you can. And now I just heard the Sentinel, so I'm looking to see where the Sentinel is shooting. In Hurricane mode, there's a lot of Sentinels, so you just keep an eye on where these Sentinels are firing. you can find people getting shot and intercept them. Or if you're a friendly raider in friendly lobbies, you can help out your fellow raiders. Sometimes when my fiance plays, I just watch her play because it's like a completely different game for me. And believe it or not, I do get friendly lobbies once in a blue moon, and usually I will participate in the friendliness, except for those times where I'm forced to 1v10, and in lobbies like mine, you can have people turn on you really quickly, so you gotta be really careful. The comment. Extremely strong. I don't like these things at all. They're very annoying. They do too much damage. And in the hurricane mode, they're extremely difficult to deal with. So right there, I was able to not take damage. Somehow, by fluke. I'm sorry if the gameplay seems a little slow. But unfortunately, in the game mode, Hurricane, it's very difficult to survive, so you have to be kind of passive. And you'll see that I'll make movements to kind of see if anything's around me or if anyone's nearby. And as well, I'm watching my back pretty much at all times because that is the most common way you're going to get killed by another raider is from behind. When you're not looking, they will sneak up on you. And most players want to secure the kill, so make sure you check behind you. You can pick up free kills from this. You can see I'm very cautious about checking my back. I'm almost doing it constantly. I hope everyone had a good weekend. Today is Monday. I hope you're all enjoying the videos. I noticed that people seem to be really enjoying the Arc Raiders content. I hope that you all are enjoying the Arc Raiders as much as I am. I've really been enjoying posting these videos for you guys. I hope you've been either able to relax from them or, at least enjoy the content. Maybe get some nostalgia. I've been trying to make my videos sort of that old school commentary style. And I hope everyone's been enjoying them. If you do enjoy the video, please leave a like and continue commenting. I've been seeing your comments recently. I really appreciate that. And just let me know what you want to see. Maybe there's something you'd like me to do. Please let me know in the comments below. I would love to do a recommendation. I'm sorry, but can we just appreciate the sound? The sound of the Tempest level 4 with a maxed attachment on a Silencer 3. Now this is a pretty decent loot right here. As you can see, we get some nice stuff. I hope that everyone who's been playing Arc Raiders has been looting up nicely. I hope you're enjoying the game as much as me. I know some people have been playing it for a little bit longer. I only started playing like what seems like a few weeks ago, but it's been like about a month and a half, I believe. Not that long. 2 months maybe. In this situation here, I thought that I heard somebody walking around. So I'm looking around to see if I can spot somebody trying to find me. I do believe there was somebody here, but I believe they moved out very quickly. So, anyways, I really like the sound of this Tempest 3 with the Silencer 3. It's a really good looking and sounding weapon. It has incredible range, and you pretty much just put it on full auto. I think the best range for the Tempest is that medium range, almost like a Toro range. So now I hear some flares going off and I start running up towards the flares. If you hit headshots, it is a decimation station coming from the Tempest. The Silencer 3 sounds so good. So good. At some points in the video, I'm just gonna probably stop talking, allow the video to kind of speak for itself. During moments like this, it makes me feel like I'm camping, obviously, but I'm not. You know, it's you make small movements and you move accordingly. The problem I was having in this game is I would take down, 5 or 6 people, and then the 5th or 6th person who has a free kit would just happen to stumble up upon me while my back is turned and I'm at 50 HP. So I've been taking a little bit more of a passive approach to the game, and I've been sort of, once I take down somebody, I kind of reposition and wait to see if some other raiders will come by. Because, as you know, if you're a PvP player, raiders are addicted to flare signals. And if you have a flare signal, I suggest you use it to bait other raiders. I'm going to be making a video doing this very soon. It's worked out well for me the times that I've done it, but I need to implement it more. Some pretty nice movement here by me. As you can see, I've improved. I promise you I have improved from my previous videos. I believe personally that every Arc Raiders video I make is an improvement from the last one. Regardless of the content, I think it's my abilities in the game, my skill, my ability to detect, what's around me and, play to my highest. I think it's every game it gets better and better. That's what I love about games like this. It kind of brings out the skill. It brings out the competitor in me, and that's what I like. I also enjoy the fact that you have that option to, compete, but also I can go into a lobby with a guitar and I can start, ripping the strings, and I can have 3 guys all around me chilling. I love the idea that you can pick all the worlds, and as I said in previous video, my fiance plays with me sometimes and she still goes back to friendly Care Bear lobbies afterwards. If you do not shoot anyone in the game, then your ABMM will go down and you will go into friendlier lobbies, I promise you. I've seen it with my own eyes, folks, directly across the room on her computer. So if you're like me and you struggle with getting out of the PvP lobbies, just do not fight back. Do not fight back, and I promise you, you will end up in a Care Bear lobby eventually. Enough tips from Finito. Enough tips. Back to the gameplay. So I actually haven't moved much here for a while. Now I'm starting to look like, I'm being a bit of a camper. It's because I believe at one point I hear the Sentinel, and then I hear somebody reloading, so I believe they might be in this building. They end up not being in the building, I believe, but at first I thought they could be in there, so that's why I moved over there. Now I remember this round, and you're gonna see here, something not very nice happens, and you're not gonna like it as much as I did. Making sure the Sentinel does not hit me, it will do a lot of damage. So now I've dodged it twice. And as you can see, I'm not focusing on what's around me, I am focusing on the Sentinel shooting me. And then I see somebody in the distance. I see a shield in the distance. I'm not sure if you all seen that, but there was a shield in the distance. And then I come around this corner. I actually did not see him. I should have seen him there. I was not paying attention and it cost me my life. So on recording, I'm now watching the video back. And I'm not sure what he said there, but I'm sure it wasn't very nice. Apologies to the people trying to sleep. I died to a renegade too, and I was pretty frustrated at this point, but I'll tell you folks, this is part of the game. If you're a PvP player, it's part of the game. I'm sure you're gonna get a glimpse of my stash. I want to do a stash video soon, but that video is not coming yet, but it will be soon. Anyways, it's part of the game. If you play a risky game like I do, then you can expect to win every fight and have every fight positive. Like he caught me off guard. I wasn't looking to my left. I was focusing on the sentinel. I was focusing on not getting hit by the sentinel because they two-shot you. The sentinel two-shots you. So, anyways, GG to that guy. I hope he enjoys the loot. Honestly, it's no big deal. And the best part about this is you guys will see that we do a little bit of crafting here in the crafting area. We go out with a few more weapons here, and you're gonna see that, man, sometimes the game is not in your favor, and that's okay. And it's okay to not have gear fear, and it's okay to lose weapons. It's okay to lose snap hooks. Remember, folks, it's a game, so I just wanted to reiterate this stuff because sometimes it's easy to forget that it's just pixels. And yeah, like at the end of the day, it's a game, so I'm here to mainly entertain you guys and hope that you enjoy the content. I hope that you enjoy me putting some weapons with some different sounds. Really, in my brain, I was thinking, like, if I make this into a video, hopefully the silencer 3 and stuff sounds good for the video. That was really what my thought was. And you're gonna see these rounds do not go super well. We pick it up towards the end, so make sure you stay the full length of the video, folks, and don't skip ahead. We eventually recover a little bit. But the start is pretty rough, and that's okay. You can see I even make some mod components that we essentially almost lose immediately. Spoiler. Don't worry, you're gonna have lots of time to laugh at me in this video. Let's take a drink here. If you're an Art Graders player, I feel like these videos are perfect for you. It's super, not only interesting, but funny to watch another raider suffer the pain that I have suffered in these games. But that's okay. We live and we learn. So this round we're rocking a Renegade 4 and a Doro 4. Multiple blue attachments. We got the Choke 3, the lightweight stock. So what would most people would consider essentially a fully kitted loadout. Fully kitted loadout. And honestly, you're gonna see I have some bad games here. But that's part of it. That's gonna have to edit that out. Gonna have to edit that out. Taking all that bad energy and just pulling it away from everyone who's watching this video. All that negative stuff going on in your life, man. All that negative stuff. I'm tossing it away for everyone out there. Let's get back to another round of our graders in ASMR with Finito. So we're gonna be back into another round here. We got the Renegade, the Doro, like I just said, both level 4. And I don't quite remember what happens here, so we're both in for a surprise. Surprise. I'm not sure if the mic's able to pick up my breathing, but hopefully it's not picking it up. I feel like I'm still a noob and I don't know what to breathe on the mic, so I'm working on it. as you can see, when you're facing, the wind is blowing downhill, or the wind is blowing you downhill, it's much nicer, much easier. Now this game I loaded in 20 minutes. I didn't really notice that, to be honest. Something that you need to take note of when you what time you load into a game, because I should know that everyone in here is essentially already positioned, and there could be somebody at essentially any corner. I should be ready for anything here, and I don't think I am. I think I'm just walking around and my gun isn't even out. I'm looking around, but I'm not ready for somebody to be right in front of me. Weapon comes out. Most of the stuff is salvageable for like gun parts and medium gun parts, so I pick up some of that stuff. Now we walk into this building here. Dead body on the ground. Now at first I was wondering if he was there, but I don't believe he was. I believe he heard the shock charge go off. At first I thought he was sitting in the corner, but he was not sitting in the corner. He was around the corner. So now we've died to a Renegade 2 and a Torrente 2 back to back, losing level 4 weapons back to back. That's part of the game, everybody. It's part of the game. So now we take out the kinetic converter on a Bobcat that we have. We do have a couple of these, so that is okay. We're not too scared to lose them. But we're going in with the Bobcat, folks. If you like the level 4 Bobcat with the kinetic converter and all blue attachments, drop me a like and leave me a comment about what's your favorite situation to be in with the Bobcat. Max attachments, kinetic converter. And let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, for the Bobcat level 4, this thing rips, guys. It sounds amazing. Subscribe, and if you want to see more future videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, of course. I'm really glad there's been some recent comments and some likes and some support on some of the older videos I posted that I haven't really looked at recently. I appreciate every single person that, likes, that comments, that subscribes. I think it's super cool that people watch my videos and enjoy them, so I told myself, if one person likes the videos, and that was kind of how it started off, so I'm stoked that there is some more people enjoying the video. If you have any suggestions, let me know. If I need to earn your subscription by making some adjustments, let me know. I would love some feedback on what I can do to make you enjoy these videos more. I feel like every video, like I said, I try to make improvements, so let me know in the comments if there's something I can do. We are back in the queue. As I said, Bobcat, time to get spicy. We're loading into Blue Gate Hurricane. Not the best choice. In hindsight, I probably would not have done this, because why Blue Gate, why Hurricane, why Bobcat? It's all bad mix. For one, Hurricane is hard to see. For two, it is non-mobile. For three, it's mainly long range on Blue Gate. It's not good, not a good choice here. Sorry folks, I am back. We're still waiting on the load-in for the kinetic converter Bobcat game. I am excited to show you guys this video. I have a few other videos lined up for our creators that I'm going to be recording, so I hope everyone is excited to see some more creators content. I'm stoked to put it out. I really like how you go from like Esperanza to inside of the shuttle. I like the animation it gives you. I don't know why, but I really like that. So now we are in with the Bobcat. We're checking out the map. I think my idea was to go to reinforced reception because it's a small enclosed area. You're gonna see how well that goes for me here, folks. As you can see, we are popping these stims like a crazy person, like an adrenaline addict. You have to consistently pop stims in hurricane mode or else you get left behind in the storm, and basically people are gonna rotate you and you're gonna get, looted. Shot in the back, something very common for me. So I turn around. What a sound, what a sound. I put him down. Barely. I think he has a free kit. But I'm not sure. So yeah, he has a free kit. Nothing good there for me. Now you're gonna see something. So again there, I don't have time to react. I don't have time to really do anything because he's in the corner. Yeah, it's no good, it's no good. I thought maybe there's a world where I could crawl down to the hatch, make my way to the hatch, but you're gonna see that this one guy's just waiting. He probably seen me crawling out and he's like, look at that, free loot. So this guy picks up my Bobcat with kinetic converter. It's a volcano. So now we've taken 3 losses in a row, and again, this is just part of the PvP lobby experience. Yeah, I was gonna see that guy's profile, I was just curious, but he was an Xbox or PS5 player, I believe. So now we're gonna re-gear up once again, get back out there. You cannot deter Finito, you cannot make him feel weak. Never. So I'm literally looking as to what I want to get back out there with. I'm looking at my converters because I'm like, darn, did I get rid of one of my wall converters, the ones that is on your Raider stash on the wall. I was like, dang, but I don't think I did. I believe I still have 4 of them. And I did get one back after this video, so I actually do not feel bad. I made it back, I promise. You can see like my brain is working as I'm like buying stuff, crafting stuff, I'm selling stuff. And like I said, we get it back out there. We do not get deterred by a few bad rounds. We need something, we need to loot something, make ourselves feel better. As you can see, I have these wolf packs. Those are from people I looted. I generally don't make wolf packs because of the Rocketeer crafting update. That was a bad update. I know a lot of PvE players are not happy about that. I think in the long run it makes sense for the economy. But overall I don't think it's not good for like, fun and for the player base. but essentially it just takes a little bit of extra time to farm those. Most people, I think, just have a hard time killing Rocketeers in general, which makes it difficult. So now we're getting back out there. We have a vent 4 with a horizontal grip and a medium mag 2. So we're working back out there with this vent 4. They recently did a nerf on the vent. It used to do more damage on the headshot multiplier, and it used to do a little more damage. Now it doesn't, so it's still good, but it's not as good as it was. It made weapons like the Renegade, the Tempest, the Bobcat, made them much better, more viable weapons because it took a hit. The Berletta is also much better now, that good headshot multiplier. The vent still feels good, it's just not as good. And you want to aim your shots a little bit better. Make sure you don't miss a bunch of shots. Okay, so we're back in another hurricane mode, folks. Leave a like for this hurricane mode. ASMR. Back to back to back to back. We don't give up. We are here for the content. We've lost a Bobcat 4 with Kinetic. We've lost a Tempest 4. We've lost Renegade 4 with Doro 4. And we are not giving up until we loot something for the boys and for the squad. And for any, like my fiance, I know she watches. Females that are watching, for the squad, for the Finito squad. Alright, we're getting something done. I swear to you guys, we are getting something done. I refuse to go down like a sinking ship, okay? I refuse to go down. I refuse. I'm sorry for the excitement in this video. Hopefully you all are having a fantastic Monday. It's just early in the morning for me. And I'm excited, like I said, so hopefully you don't mind a little bit more of a positive, upbeat video, a little bit more energy than my usual video, I would say. Watching back the gameplay afterwards is also, I kind of like it a little more exciting for me, I think, as opposed to me playing live, because I have to focus quite a bit more. So now I am just trying to see who I can find. At this point I have the red eye. I have the red eyes laser beams on right now. I'm looking for somebody, and I'm looking to take them down ASAP. So I believe I remember what happens in this round, and it's funny. So get ready for some good stuff here. So I hear gunshots in the distance. I go, is that a Tempest? Sounds like a Tempest. Now I hear a Sentinel. So now I know that that guy just got knocked by a Sentinel. And it was not a person because I did not hear any gunshots. But it's still possible that somebody could be nearby. And right here I'm just looking around for the body. I don't have a very good gun to kill Sentinels, but you can do it with this weapon. It just takes a lot of shots. And I'm looking around to see him. You can see it takes a lot of shots with the vent. But we're getting it done. We're making sure that this gets done. And we loot our first body that we did not have to make any effort to get. It was already just sitting there for us. This happens once in a blue moon. And you'll see he had a Tempest 4, so we are able to recover the Tempest from the previous game, at least, or one of the previous games. I do feel bad for this young gen here. I believe he was probably a friendly fellow. But unfortunately, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there in the top side. So I'm sorry, brother. As you can see, I just took a lot of L's in a row. So I feel for you, fellow raider. So now I just find a location to pop my shield, because you cannot pop these regular shields. As I said earlier, it has to be indoors or somewhere that the wind is not blowing your shield off. And now I'm just looking around trying to figure out if I'm gonna try maybe bait somebody out with an extract, or see if somebody is gonna come for me if I try to leave, or if I want to take the hatch, which would be smart as well. So now I call the elevator to, I'm guessing, go back to Speranza, but I might be trying to bait somebody out here and see if anyone will come to me. In these PvP lobbies, if you call an extract, it's like sending a beacon to 15 people to come shoot you. Not joking. I'll provide you the footage one of these days, but yeah, that's why I'm looking around so intensely, because it's essentially like a signal to people that don't even want to extract that you're there and they want to come get you. Trust me, trust me, trust me. These lobbies are scary, I promise you. They're not nice people. Every time I've been nice to somebody, they turn around and shoot me. Every time. Every time. And we extract with a couple weapons. And it gets spicy. I heard somebody, so I'm scared to extract now, because somebody might shoot me while I'm extracting, and then I'll lose these guns. So I knock this guy down, and then somebody else is in here as well, which I did not realize. I thought that was the second guy. It wasn't. He drops down. I can't see the second guy. It's total chaos. There's smoke everywhere. But luckily, this guy saves us by calling the elevator. We get back to Speranza with our loot. Get us out of there. Get us out of there after I just shot you. I couldn't see him, and he had high ground on me. I should have probably moved. I just figured the guy was gonna call the elevator, to be honest, and he did, thankfully. And we got some decent loot out of that one, guys. So I just recycle the Renegade. That's pretty common. I recycle the Torrente as well. I recycle most weapons that are not level 4, because they're just not as useful for me. And then I believe we're going to jump into one more round. So this video is going to be a probably 40-minute Hurricane ASMR commentary. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm making a little bit of a recovery off of some random guy that was on the ground, so that's good. I'm trying to remember what happens in this one, but I can't seem to remember. Which is fun for both of us. It's much easier to head back topside when you don't have to re-gear every single time that you go out. You just have to repair a few things and you're back on your way. So we are heading back out once again, I believe, to the final round of Hurricane mode. I believe that's what, 5 rounds. Back to back to back to back. First 3 did not go well, but we're making a slight recovery here, folks. So this game is pretty fresh. It's 29 minutes, so I know that there's likely to be players pretty close to me. That's why I have my gun out already, because I'm expecting somebody to be very close, very, very close. Once again, we are using stems to reposition ourselves. Just trying to get into a better position, more up a hill, which is high ground. So at this point I'm thinking, well, if somebody walks by us, the sentinel is going to see them and then I'm going to know they're behind us. So I'm pretty much clear to go one way at least. And then I start going up the hill towards the reinforced reception. We're entering the reinforced reception now. And I'm just making sure that I can see. So somebody has been up here, so I know that someone is in here somewhere. Most likely downstairs, inside of the reinforced bunker. So I'm just aware that somebody is around. So I spot somebody here. So I just fast forwarded through that because he says some very awful things, and I think it would be okay if it was a small amount, but it was a little much, so I fast forwarded through that section. He was on a free kid, so no big deal. And as you can see now, I'm just looking to see if I can spot anyone's shield going off. Looking for that sort of blue tinge color. Should not be sitting up here, as I was killed in this spot last time, a couple rounds ago. I should probably move out of this position. Again, I'm just listening now to see kind of where I'm going to be going. Deciding if I should just stay here. I'm kind of expecting... this is the highest trafficked area in PvP lobbies in this map, so I expect at least somebody to come up here. That's why I sit up here for a few minutes. As you can see in the round that I was shot, people sit up here for a long time. Or they'll sit inside of the bunker. I can definitely enjoy the wind sounds myself. Makes me tired just hearing the wind blowing over and over and over again. Makes me tired. I hope it does the same for you folks. So I think in a minute here I'm gonna hear the sentinel firing, and then I'm gonna go investigate, because that's probably the best decision to make when the player is distracted by fighting Ark, which is what the sentinel is. Eerie on these hurricane game modes. It's like very eerie, just sort of like I'm not sure what the word is, but it's odd, that's for sure. It just feels like you're always watching your back, and it really does make me tired. The wind and the sounds, the arc raiders sounds are definitely relaxing. So now I think I spotted somebody down here in the crevasse by the cars and by that little mini house with the broken roof. Now the sentinel is now firing, as you can hear it. I decide I'm gonna go investigate that. So now the same plan as the last round, we just have to shoot down this sentinel, which as we've seen the last time, it's not very easy, but we will get it done. And he was actually shooting at it already. I'm not sure what he said, but he probably was not very happy. They're never very happy. Very few people are happy when you take their loot. But as you can see, this guy had trigger nades. I'll tell you something, trigger nades is not a friendly thing. He had a Tempest 4, and he had somebody else's anvil, so this guy was not friendly. I'll tell you that right now, 100%. We head to the hatch, and folks, that is the end of our video today. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope that you got at least something out of our video today, whether that be maybe some tips and arc raiders, or you got just some enjoyable audio and relaxing audio to listen to, and maybe you didn't even watch the video. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you have a fantastic start to your week, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Goodbye now.